Walt Disney World. Once just a magic kingdom, it made Epcot a household word. With the 90s looming, Walt Disney World knew it was time to take a step back and rethink things again. It was time to build another theme park. Plans were already on the table for a new Epcot pavilion that was based on the movies.
Hollywood, movies, television, you know, those are subjects that people love around the world. It was only natural that that would be one of the subjects that came up that we said, this is fantastic. This we could take and turn into a great theme park. And we did.
So the magic of Hollywood would come to Florida in Disney's next theme park.
We were trying to go for a combination of sort of working studio and the Hollywood that everybody thinks was, but really never was there, the sort of dream of Hollywood.
Disney MGM Studios is all about pulling the curtain back and showing you how the magic is made. Very different from the Magic Kingdom.
It's all about, as you enter the park, the heyday of Hollywood, the 30s and the 40s, and all the glamour and the glitz of Hollywood.
For me, it's like a taste of Hollywood. It's the closest thing you have to Hollywood here in Orlando, Florida.
It's like you're in the movies. You go to every ride, it's a different movie, different show.
It's definitely like going to Hollywood.
When the park first opened, we had two rides, the Great Movie Ride and then the Backstage Studio Tour featuring Catastrophe Canyon.
As with Epcot, Disney knew they had to expand, and there was only one way to do that.
One thing that was lacking, and the entire property was lacking at that time, were thrill rides.
So the park developed some of Disney's most thrilling attractions. Years of design, testing, and construction led to the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. The attraction looms over the Disney MGM Studios and is one of the most intricately themed and mechanically complex rides at any park.
The moment you walk into the park, it's huge. And when the doors pop open and you hear guests screaming, you know that's an attraction I want to ride.
The insidious elevator is unlike anything ever created. During the controlled drop, riders descend at a stomach-churning rate of more than 1,900 feet per minute. And it doesn't stop there. The elevator drops its victims again and again. Every ride experience is different and unpredictable. The elevator's computer program ensures variety. With the addition of the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, Disney MGM Studios became the Walt Disney World Park for thrill junkies. The studio's next thrill ride was a roller coaster. But being Disney, it wasn't just any coaster. Rock and Roller Coaster is a high-speed themed coaster with a catapult launch and more than a half-mile of twists, turns, hills, dips, corkscrews, and 3 inversions.
Rock and Roller Coaster represented many firsts for Walt Disney World. It was the first launching coaster, first roller coaster that was timed synchronously to music, and it was the first roller coaster that had inversions.
We rode Rock and Roller Coaster 14 times last night.
I love the Rock and Roller Coaster. I love all the rock and roll and the neon lights, and it's awesome.
Now the studios had a Rock and Roller Coaster and a Tower of Terror. But like Epcot, the studios needed a symbol, an icon that would help identify the park. On September 28, 2001, they unveiled a 122-foot-tall sorcerer's hat, celebrating the wizardry of Disney magic and entertainment. Hat size, 605 7/8. In 2005, Disney MGM Studios decided to take the backlot tour and kick it up a notch with a more dynamic look at the making of movies. In this case, action movies. Lights, motors, action, extreme stunt show is a live, high-octane look at how vehicle action stunts are created for the movies.
Lights, Motors, Action, Extreme Stunt Show is a perfect example of how we can show our guests how the magic that they see in the movies happens.
Drivers blast through all kinds of full-throttle stunts with specially designed vehicles and carefully timed pyrotechnics.
A lot of guys think it's all about muscle and speed and screwing the tires, but there actually is a huge part of finesse involved in the show. This is the real deal. We are stunt drivers in the film industry, and the audience gets a chance to see how an action film is made.
Up next, an explosion of growth. And some new beasts on the block. Lions move in with the mouse when we come back.